So, with the greatest pleasure, please welcome our instructor, Sarah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's really lovely to be here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today for this accessible yoga session. So this can all be done in a chair, whether you're joining from a desk chair or a dining chair or a wheelchair. Any kind of chair really will be absolutely fine. Everything that I'm going to offer is optional. So do the movements that feel good. Any movements that don't feel good, opt out of them. That's okay. We'll be doing a little bit of movement, a little bit of breath work, and we'll be doing a final rest at the end as well. So choose the parts that feel right for you today. There's absolutely no pressure. We'll get started. Join in when you feel like it. And yes, I'm really looking forward to practicing with you today. So we're going to start by sitting back in our chairs. Hopefully our feet can feel nice and grounded against the floor. You're welcome to keep the eyes open, or if you want to soften your eyes or close your eyes, you're very welcome to do so. And let's all take a moment to breathe here, so you don't need to do anything fancy with the breath. Taking a couple of natural inhales, natural breaths. And I think I can hear you at the moment. So if you are here, could you make sure that you're muted?
It will be a short quiz. So everyone will play individually, and there will
just make sure that everybody is muted, if that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, so sitting back in the chair, get as comfy as we can. Let's take a couple of nice relaxing breaths here. And again, you can fidget or move if you need to. You don't need to be completely still. And let's take a moment to all maybe just tune into the space that we're in. So maybe focusing on the temperature of the space, maybe focusing on any sensations that you might feel, maybe checking in with how you're feeling today, whether that's physically or mentally or emotionally. And just letting ourselves be, letting ourselves sort of press pause on our day. We've all had different mornings already, I'm sure. And this is a chance for us now to move in a way that hopefully feels nice for our body. It's a chance for us to rest. And it's a chance for us to take a little bit of time that's just for ourselves and nobody else. So we're going to start with a very gentle breathing exercise. So we're going to bring our left hand onto our chest and our right hand onto our belly. And just let ourselves take a couple of deeper breaths here. So maybe drawing the breath into the body and then breathing out. And again, it doesn't need to be a forceful breath. Let it be quite natural. And you're welcome to stay with this if this feels nice. Or if you want to add a little bit of movement, as we breathe in, we can lift the hands away from the body and take them out to the side. And as we breathe out, cross the hands over. So bringing the right hand onto the chest, the left hand onto the belly. So as we breathe in, opening out through the hands and breathing out to cross the hands back, bringing them to the body. So nice inhales as we open and exhales as we gently close. Inhaling to lift the hands and breathing out to cross the hands. Nice. Let's do another couple of these. And we'll finish the next time our right hand is on our chest. So once our right hand is on our chest, left hand is on our belly, maybe taking a pause there, letting yourself breathe. And then release the hands, give the hands a little bit of a shake, maybe wriggle into the fingers a little bit. Maybe take some circles with the wrists if that feels nice. And then we'll sit a little bit more upright in our chairs perhaps, and we'll take some rolls through the shoulders. So nice big rolls, going round. It might be that you want to take a few forward as well, if that feels good. And then release the arms, give the arms a little bit of a shake. Really nice, everybody. We're going to bring our hands to our knees. You might want to sit a little bit away from the back of your chair here. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. So as we inhale, start to lift through your chest and maybe look up ever so slightly. And then as we breathe out, tuck our chin and round through the spine. So we're curling up. So as we inhale, lift through the chest, gently looking up. And as we exhale, tuck the chin, rounding through the spine. So if you find that you're sat at a desk quite a lot, this is the one thing I would say can be most helpful to you. So as we inhale, lift, draw the shoulders back. Exhaling, tucking the chin, rounding through the spine. So we're really sort of opening, stretching through the chest, and then stretching through the upper back. Nice. Let's finish on our next exhale. So use our next breath in to lift the body back to upright. Have a little roll of the shoulders, have a little shake of the hands. Nice. We're going to do a couple of our forward folds now. So this is to stretch through our lower back. So again, we're going to sit nice and tall, bring our hands to our knees. As we inhale, lift through our body. As we exhale, hinge the body forward. So we're stretching into our lower back, and then inhaling to gently lift back up again. So as we exhale, hinge the body forwards. And inhaling to lift back up, really nice. As we exhale, hinge the body forwards. And then inhale, lifting all the way back up. Again, have a little roll through the shoulders, have a little shake of the hands. Let's do a little bit with our feet now. So we can ground through our feet, and then we're going to lift up onto our tiptoes. So as we inhale, lifting the heels, coming up onto our tiptoes, and then breathing out to gently lower down. So as we inhale, lift, and exhale to gently lower. So again, moving with your breath. Exhaling to lower. You could do this at your desk and nobody else would even know. Nice. Let's do one more of these. Exhaling to lower. And then take a few circles with one ankle. You can go back the other way if that feels good. A little bit on the other side as well. And back the other way. If you are sitting at a desk at the moment, you might want to move back slightly. We're going to lift our knees off the floor. So again, you can sit upright, or if you want something a bit gentler, lean back in the chair. You don't have to be upright. So choose what's going to be nicest. So as we breathe in, we're going to lift our knee. We're going to hold here for a little bit. You can either use your hands to help you, or you can do it without hands if you want it to be a little bit more challenging. But we're going to take a breath or two here to make sure that we're not holding our breath. And then exhale. Gently lower down, give the leg a little bit of a rub. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So again, sitting nice and tall. As we inhale, lifting the other leg, you can use a hand to help you, or you can do it without. Completely up to you. Nice. As we exhale, gently lower down, give that leg a little bit of a rub. We're going to combine all of those movements now to create a seated sun salutation. So we're going to combine all of those movements into a long thing. Basically join in with the bits that feel good. If you get lost at any point, it's fine. Just join back in when you can. So we're going to start by sitting nice and tall. Feet can be nice and grounded. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Let's all take a nice breath. So nice breath in through the nose and out through the nose. As we next breathe in, reaching the arms up overhead. As we breathe out, bring our hands to our knees, lean forwards in our chairs. As we inhale, lift the body, lift the right knee. Taking a breath here. Nice. As we next breathe out, lower that foot down, and then cat-cows. So inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through the spine. Two more of those. So inhaling, lifting through the chest. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through the spine. One more, inhaling to lift. Exhale to tuck the chin and round. And then as we inhale, lift the body up, lift the left leg. Let's take a breath here. Nice. As we next exhale, foot comes down, hands come to the knees, forward fold. And then as we inhale, reach the arms up, coming to sit all the way up. And exhale to bring the hands down. Have a little roll of the shoulders, give the body a little bit of a shake. We're going to do exactly the same thing again, but starting with the other side. So again, join in with the bits that feel good. So sitting nice and tall, shoulders roll up, back and down. Taking a nice breath. As we inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhaling, bring the hands to the knees, lean forwards in our chair. As we inhale, lift the body upright, lift our left knee. Taking a breath here. As we next exhale, that foot comes down, cat-cow. So inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through the spine. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling, tucking the chin. Nice. Inhaling to lift. Last one. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through the spine. Inhale, lift the body back up, lift the right leg. Again, taking a breath. On our next exhale, foot comes down, hands to the knees, leaning forwards in our chairs, and then push into the feet as we inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, coming all the way back up. And exhale to bring the hands down. Have another roll of the shoulders, shaking out the body. Really, really lovely, everybody. I'm going to do another little bit of movement here with our upper body. Again, a nice thing to do if you've been sat still for a while. So we're going to sit nice and tall in our chairs, away from the back of the chair a little bit if that's possible. And as we inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then as we exhale, just gently turn to twist to one side. So you don't have to go very far at all, and bring your hands down. And then as we inhale, come back up to center, reaching the arms, and then breathing out to face the other way. So as we inhale, we're coming back to center, lifting up through the arms. And as we exhale, turning to gently twist. Nice. So inhaling to lift, exhaling to twist. Nice. This time, when we twist, we're going to pause here for a little bit. So bring your hands down as support, and you can look out sort of off to the side in front of you. You could look out to the side, or if it feels nice for your neck, you could look back over your shoulder. So everyone's twist is going to be a little bit different here. So listen to your body and choose what feels nicest here. I'm going to take a couple of breaths, just letting ourselves be here for a moment. Really nice. And then as we take our next inhale, we're going to gently twist back around, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, and then twist the other way. And again, we're going to pause here for a little bit. So bring your hands down. Again, you can look out to the side. You can look back over your shoulder. Find something that feels comfy here for your neck and your spine. Make sure that we're not holding our breath. And then as we next inhale, gently come back to center, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling. And let's take a forward fold here. So bring our hands to our knees, hinge the body forwards, have that stretch through the lower back. Maybe take a breath or two here. Nice, and then inhaling to lift the body back up again, nice and gently. Have a little roll through the shoulders. Have a little shake of the hands. Nice, we're going to do another couple of little postures, and then we'll come and do some of our breathing exercises. So with this one, we're going to, it's almost, if you were doing this standing up, it would be a balance, but you can do it from a chair. So we're going to make sure that we ground through our left foot. So make sure our left foot is nice and grounded. And with our right foot, we're going to take it out to the side slightly and bring it onto tiptoes. So this is where you can stay for a moment. If you feel comfortable and you want that extra little challenge, we can lift that left foot off the floor, or right foot off the floor, sorry. It's completely your choice. We've got left foot down, right foot can either be tiptoes or lifted. I'm going to keep mine down today, but lift yours if you like. Hands can either come onto our hips, so we find that length, or again, if anybody wants a little bit of a challenge today, you could reach your arms up towards the ceiling. So imagine that you're reaching like tree branches. And let's take a couple of breaths here. Really nice. If anyone's done mat-based yoga before, this might look familiar as your tree pose. Nice, we'll take another breath. As we next breathe out, bring the arms down, bring the right foot back, have a little wriggle through the feet, have a roll of the shoulders. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So this time grounding down through our right foot. Our left foot can come out to the side slightly. And again, you can either stay on tiptoes or you can lift the leg if you like. Options for our hands, they could come to our hips. sitting nice and tall, or of course there's that option if you would like to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. So choose whichever one feels nicest here. I'm going to keep my hands down this time. You're welcome to lift yours. And let's take a couple of breaths. Really nice, everyone. As we next exhale, if the hands are lifted, bring them down, bring that left foot back, give the foot a little wriggle, have a roll of the shoulders, have a little shake of the hands. Nice. We're going to do one more of those. So with this next one, we're going to move our left foot in towards the center a little bit. And you can either cross your ankles or you can cross your knee. So whichever one you want to do, I'm going to stick with ankles today. So we've got our right foot over our left foot. We're going to take our arms out nice and wide and then cross our left arm over our right. And we're going to give ourselves kind of like a little cuddle in a way. So bring our hands to our shoulders and maybe drop our head down. So this can be a nice stretch through the upper back. I'm going to take a couple of breaths here. Nice. As we next inhale, then we're going to open out the arms, uncross the legs, have a roll of the shoulders, and do the same on the other side. So bringing the right foot into the center. Again, you can either cross the ankle or you can cross the knee, completely up to you. We'll take the arms out nice and wide, have a big stretch, and then bring right arm over left. And again, bringing the hands to the shoulders, maybe tuck the chin so we're having that little stretch. Really nice. And then as we next inhale, opening out through the arms, uncrossing the legs, bring the legs back down to the floor, have a little roll of the shoulders, have a little shake of the hands. We're going to end our movement here with 3 of our cat-cows. So bringing our hands to our knees. As we inhale, lift through the chest, draw the shoulders back. As we exhale, tuck the chin, rounding through the spine. Inhaling, lifting through the chest, gently looking up. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through the spine. Inhaling to lift. As we exhale, round. And then inhaling, come all the way back up. Have a little roll of the shoulders, have a little shake of the hands. Perfect. So we're going to do another breathing exercise here. This is optional, so if you don't like working with the breath, then you can use this time to sit quietly. This is something that some people find can be a little bit helpful if they're maybe feeling a little bit anxious. It's quite subtle, so you can do this without anybody really noticing. And I find we're going to use our hands, and I find it much more helpful to focus on doing something with my hands than I do focusing on my breath. So if you're someone who struggles to just focus on the breath, if people say that, this might be helpful for you because it gives us something else to focus on. So you're going to rest your hands in your lap. I'm going to hold mine up, but just purely so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to start by gently bringing our index fingers and our thumbs together. So just very gently squeezing them together and taking a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then for the next breath, moving to our middle finger and our thumb. So again, taking a nice breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then moving to your ring finger and thumb for a breath. So in your own pace, your own speed. And then your little finger and thumb for a breath. And then moving back through the hand, so back to the ring finger and the thumb. Moving with each breath to the next finger and thumb combination. And again, you can have your hands resting in your lap, moving through. So letting the breath be quite natural. You don't need to force the breath or anything. But with each breath, moving through the hand. Just gently focusing on that gentle squeeze between the fingertip and the thumb. And honestly, you could do this for as long or as little as you wanted. So you could do just one round. Some people like to do this for a few minutes or even longer. But you could imagine you could do this at your desk, nobody would know. It could help you maybe feel a little bit calmer before going into something. You could do it in your car, anytime really. So we're going to do this for just a moment longer, moving through the hand, taking a breath each time. And then when you've had enough, when you've finished, just give the hands a little bit of a wriggle. Maybe make a fist and then stretch the fingers nice and wide a couple of times if that feels nice. Maybe give the hands a little bit of a shake. And we're going to come back now to find our final rest. So I am going to talk you through this. Normally I would leave a bit of quiet, but that can be a little bit tricky online when I can't see everybody. So I am going to guide you through this. So essentially this is where you want to get as comfy as you can. So if you want to move to a comfy chair, you're very welcome to. If you want to lie down somewhere, you're very welcome to. Or you can just be in your chair, whatever is best for you. But we're going to get as comfy as we possibly can. So make sure your feet can be nice and grounded. Maybe rest your hands in your lap, or you could let your arms hang down by your side. Whatever feels most comfy for you here. And I'd recommend that you either soften the eyes, maybe just gently looking down at something in front of you. If you feel comfortable and you're in a place where you can, of course, please feel free to close your eyes completely. And let's start by maybe taking a slightly deeper breath in through the nose. And then let the slightly deeper breath out, maybe through the mouth if that feels good. And just see if we can let our body soften down into the chair or wherever we're sat or lying down at the moment. And maybe see if we can let go of any tension that we might be holding through the feet. So maybe give the toes a little wriggle. Seeing if we can let the feet soften down. Maybe letting go of any tension we might be holding through our ankles and through our lower legs. If we're using any tension to hold up our knees, maybe let the knees just drop out to the side that little bit. If you're holding them up, let them drop out to the side. Maybe softening through our legs and into our hips. Allowing yourself to feel fully supported wherever you are today. So whether that's a chair or a bed or the floor. Maybe taking a slightly deeper breath in again. And as we breathe out, seeing if we can soften through the lower back, the mid back, and the upper back as well. Let the fingers and the palms of the hands feel soft. Your hands and wrists supported against the body. Allowing your elbows to feel heavy. All the way through the upper arms. If it feels nice, you could maybe draw the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them back and down. See if we can let go of any extra tension that we might still be holding there. Maybe seeing if we can soften through our jaw, the cheeks, the eyebrows and the forehead, all the way to the back of the head. There is nowhere else that you need to be. There is nothing that you need to do. This is a chance for you to take a moment of rest. And if it helps you to do so, know that you have my absolute permission to do nothing for the next minute or so. And as you sit here and breathe, It might be that your mind starts to wander. You've got that to-do list. That's okay. That's what happens with our minds. If you notice it wandering, just gently guide it back. It might be that you want to use this time to daydream a little bit, let the mind go on a little happy adventure. That's also okay. Or you can keep focusing on the sound of my voice. Maybe not the words, just the tone that I'm using. Whatever you need here is absolutely okay. We've got a little bit longer here to breathe. And then when you feel ready, maybe starting to add a gentle little wriggle into the fingers, maybe a wriggle into the toes, maybe taking some circles through the wrists, maybe extending the arms and legs, taking a full body stretch of some kind, or a yawn if you need it even. And then coming back to find a comfortable seat. Shake yourself awake a little bit. And that concludes the end of our practice today. So thank you all so much for joining me here. I really hope that you enjoyed that. I really hope you feel like you've had a nice move and you feel a little bit more relaxed. As it was said earlier, if anyone does have any questions or anything comes up for anybody, my email is in the chat. Please feel free to contact me. Sometimes, people can have different experiences when they do yoga, especially if it's for the first time. So yes, I really, really hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your conference. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming.